Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Well, the crypto amendment to the tax bill has been destroyed by Alabama Senator Richard C. Shelby. Now, the reason it was destroyed is because to vote on a new language for this amendment, it requires unanimous consent in the Senate. And they had unanimous consent, except this guy, who, by the way, isn't going to listen to your letters because he's actually retiring at the end of this term. So he doesn't really need your vote. So he doesn't really care anymore. He got bought out by the military fat cats, and he tried to sneak through a random ass $50 billion military spending bill in the budget. And then, like, Bernie Sanders, obviously, he doesn't want to spend any more on military. So Bernie Sanders was like, yeah, we're not going to vote on your $50 billion amendment. But because Bernie Sanders voted no to his amendment, he's just basically doing it out of spite. So he's like, well, if my amendment doesn't get through, then no amendments get through. So he actually refused to vote on the crypto amendment. So he's essentially holding the crypto amendment hostage because he didn't get his fat cat wish of a $50 billion extra in military spending. Now, Ted Cruz, despite this, the glorious Ted Cruz, which I don't really like for any other thing, but he actually suggested that we vote specifically only on the crypto bill, which would have been good because that would have passed. Bernie Sanders, of course, didn't object to this, but the Republican senator from Alabama, Richard C. Shelby, objected to this. So that amendment is dead. They're continuing to try to work on it, but it does require unanimous consent. And writing to this guy won't help at all because he's retiring. And how much do you want to bet that he actually has a cushy thing lined up in the military-industrial complex? So once again, the military-industrial fat cats have ruined the day for us. But we will get more language in. I think the infrastructure bill will probably pass the Senate. I am not sure if it'll actually pass the House or not, or the House will amend and then send it back to the Senate. But we'll have to see when the House gets back in session in late September what actually happens. But our hopes for that crypto amendment that would have excluded validators, that would have excluded miners, and software developers has been thoroughly destroyed because one Alabama senator wanted a $50 billion spending bill passed, and that got rejected. So he is just rejecting this particular amendment out of spite. I mean, he's obviously been bought over by the military-industrial complexes. Why else would you try to sneak a random-ass $50 billion extra in military spending on a bill that's almost been unanimously agreed on? And in fact, this morning, it sounded like it had been unanimously agreed on, but now he just throws a hex in the whole thing by trying to propose a $50 billion extra spending bill, which, of course, people are going to randomly oppose because they've never heard of this before, the spending bill before, and B, is just like, why add $50 billion like all of a sudden for no apparent reason? So him trying to hold it hostage, other people, Bernie Sanders actually objected not to the crypto bill, but to the $50 billion in extra military spending. And because Bernie Sanders rejected his amendment, he is rejecting any other amendment purely out of spite. So the crypto amendment has been destroyed by Republican Senator Richard C. Shelby out of Alabama. So it's kind of weird because there's like a lot of bipartisanship in both these bills because it was Portman that initially proposed the bad bill in the beginning, and he's Republican. It was Toomey that led the charge to write the amendment, and he's also Republican. And then the third one, Shelby, who's also Republican, torpedoed the amendment. So now we were probably going to get the crappy version that passes the House. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.